Welcome, Hastings. Today, we're diving into a brand new explainer brought to you by HastingsNow.com. We're looking at your weather for Tuesday, August 25th, 2026, and then, well, we're taking a trip. First, a little walk down memory lane, and then literally billions of miles into space. Let's get right into it. So, kicking things off right here at home, Tuesday is shaping up to be a pretty classic late summer day. We're talking high of 86 degrees. You'll see partly sunny skies, so it's honestly going to be a great afternoon if you've got errands to run or you're just planning to wander around downtown. And the best part? Once the sun goes down, those temperatures are going to drop to a super comfortable 64 degrees tonight. And you know what's really going to help take the edge off that mid-80s heat? The wind. We're looking at west-southwest winds blowing at a very manageable 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's just a gentle breeze, really. So if you're spending any time down by the Mississippi River today, it's going to feel fantastic. Now, for the most part, the day is going to be totally dry. Like 80% of the day is looking good. But there is a tiny little wrinkle if you have evening plans. We're tracking a 20% chance of showers, maybe a thunderstorm, mostly before 7 p.m. And that slight chance kind of lingers just a bit until around 8 o'clock. To build on that, the National Weather Service has actually issued a hazardous weather outlook. Now, don't panic, this isn't an official warning or anything like that, but they are noting the potential for a few strong thunderstorms to develop Tuesday evening, specifically along and east of I-35, and those could bring some hail and gusty winds. So it's absolutely crucial that you give the radar a quick look before you finalize any outdoor plans tonight. Better safe than soggy, right? Okay, so how are we preparing for all this? Let's run through a quick checklist. For the afternoon heat, you're definitely going to want light summer clothing, comfortable shoes, and for sure pack some water and sun protection if you're going to be outside for a while. As for the evening, keep a light rain jacket or an umbrella handy. And, like we just talked about, do that quick radar check before you head out to the park, the patio, or the riverfront. Simple enough? All right, with that afternoon heat on the way, here's a fun little thought for your day. The Mississippi River definitely called dibs on the coolest seat in town. I mean, hanging out by the water sounds pretty perfect right about now, doesn't it? Okay, let's switch gears a bit. Section 1. On this date, a little time capsule. We're jumping from Minnesota all the way to the edge of the solar system. We've got 3 huge historical stops on our timeline today. We're starting in 1937 right here in Minnesota, hopping over to Europe in 1944, and then blasting straight into deep space in 1989. Let's rewind to 1937. On August 25, 1937, President Franklin D. Roosevelt officially established the Pipestone National Monument down in southwestern Minnesota. And why does this matter? Well, it protects a landscape that is deeply sacred to indigenous peoples. The distinct red pipestone found there has literally been quarried for generations to make ceremonial pipes. So this 1937 designation actually preserved those native quarrying rights. It tied a major federal public land milestone directly to a living cultural tradition that is still going strong today, right here in our home state. Now let's zoom way out to the global stage. On this exact same day, but in 1944, French and Allied forces fully liberated Paris. This was a massive turning point. It officially ended 4 incredibly long years of German occupation. It was absolutely one of the most pivotal, momentum-shifting moments in the final year of World War II in Europe. You just have to picture the scene. That afternoon, the German military governor signs the official surrender, and General Charles de Gaulle marches into the capital. The entire city just erupts in this overwhelming celebration. It was a truly powerful moment in human history, and it happened on this very date. Okay, now for the cosmic history part. Let's blast off. On August 25th, 1989, NASA's Voyager 2 made a historic, super close flyby of Neptune. This was humanity's very first time getting a good up-close look at that distant blue planet. And what did they find? Something they called the Great Dark Spot. It was this absolute monster of a storm system violently churning in Neptune's atmosphere. Now that is some intense weather. And the crazy thing is, the Great Dark Spot wasn't even the whole shebang. During this 1989 planetary milestone, Voyager 2 actually discovered entirely new moons and revealed rings around Neptune that we didn't even know were there. To this day, Voyager 2 remains the only spacecraft to have ever visited Neptune. It really kind of reminds you just how wild and completely undiscovered the weather can be outside of Hastings, Minnesota. Which brings us right back home for our final thought. From those warm summer breezes and potential evening thunderstorms along our own Mississippi River, all the way to a massive dark storm raging on a frozen planet billions of miles away, what are you going to discover this Tuesday? Have an absolutely fantastic and safe day out there, Hastings, and enjoy the weather.